Hey guys, it's Charlie. It's a beautiful day. Today we are in Vietnam, and this is my new apartment that Annie and I found. We have like the most amazing view, and I've been waiting like days to upload this and to film this actually, so I was like, today has to be the day. But I've been waiting way too long until it gets dark. Actually, you know what, let me open this window. We really don't open this window because our neighbors are like right there. I'll keep the other one closed. But we're here in Vietnam. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a life update because I feel like so much has happened in the past few months that it's time for a life update so I can catch some of you up. And I know that a lot of you are new here to my channel, so welcome. And I'm sorry if it's like super loud. There's like construction over there. There's like a building right there with construction, and you can see from my view. We found a really good deal. So I'm gonna catch you guys up on my life, and then I'm gonna take you guys out to eat with Annie and I. An update. I lived in New York for 5 months, and I really enjoyed my time there. I showed you guys around a little bit. I shared my apartment with you guys. I just pretty much just explored and ate, and yeah, it was great. The last month Annie came to visit me, and we got to explore New York together, and that was a lot of fun. And then we went to North Carolina to visit her host family that she stayed with them and studied abroad in the US in North Carolina when she was in high school. So we went to visit them, and it was really nice to meet them and their puppy, and I just really enjoyed that time. And we were there for about a week. Then we went to Canada, and we stayed in Canada for about 3.5 weeks, which is a pretty long time considering we didn't really have a home. We were actually staying with one of my friends. She and I met in Korea, and then yeah, she's from Canada, so we went to visit her and explored a little bit of Canada. And that was my first time in Canada, and I got to check off another country on my list, so that was really exciting. Then we headed back to the US, and we went to California, and we were there for about a little bit over 3 weeks, around 3 weeks, and it was a lot of fun because I got to, for one, catch up with my mom. And those of you who know, who have seen my life in Korea, knew that I was really wanting to spend some quality time with my mom. The thing is, I actually wanted to take my mom to see her sister in South Bend, Indiana, but that didn't work out. It didn't work out because her sister kept making excuses, so I was like, okay, you know what, ditch that. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go visit you and just spend some quality time with you. So that's what I ended up doing. I spent some time with my mom, and that was really nice. There's like this little bug flying around. I had a meetup in California, and that was great, and thank you to those of you who came to my meetup. It was at a park, and it was really nice to meet some of you in my hometown. And then my best friend Nikki, she celebrated her daughter's 1-year birthday, and it was really fun. And I like that she hired an ice cream truck person. That was a lot of fun. So I had a lot of fun in California, especially for one, because you guys know I rented a car there. I had so much fun driving around because usually when I go there, I don't have a car. So I'm usually complaining about having to wait on people, and that's a frustrating thing. If any of you have been to California, public transportation is not the means of transportation. It's usually by car. So I had fun having a car. We also got to stay with Annie's host aunt, which is the sister of her host dad that we stayed with in North Carolina. She lived in Long Beach, so we got to stay with her. There's also a story that I still need to tell you guys because you guys know that we moved out of this other lady's house. We will do a story time on that later, but for now, just know we ended up moving into Sharon's place, which was very pleasant, and we had a really good time. Then we moved to Thailand. I would say traveled. We only spent a month there, and we had a lot of fun. We both got sick. I got sick for 3 days, and it was like the typical cold, but then she got sick, and then she also got bed bugs. But it turns out those bed bugs weren't even from our bed. It was really crazy because in the end, we found out it was from the chairs in the lobby where we were sitting on the armrest. They were made out of that wicker material. There were bugs crawling in and out of the armrest. So it was actually not from our beds. We ended up moving rooms for no reason. It was the last day that we found out when we were checking out. We were sitting down in the lobby, and we found out. Annie looked at her arm and the armrest, and she saw the bugs crawling in and out of the chair, and it was really disgusting. We really loved Thailand. We had so much fun. It was pleasurable to travel and to live and to eat, But you guys know, if you watched my videos for Thailand, that I started getting tired of the food. And so now I'm happy to be here in Vietnam because I have a change of food. And it's actually a different change of pace too. It feels a lot different. And I'm actually very happy here in Vietnam. We've been here for a little bit over a week, about a week and 3 days or something like that. Maybe by the time you guys see this, a week and 4 days, 5 days, but definitely less than 2 weeks. And we went apartment hunting right away. We knew that we wanted to stay here and kind of feel settled a little bit, even though we're not going to be here super long. We just want to feel like we get a chance to breathe. And sometimes you don't feel like that in hotels or Airbnbs or hostels and things like that. So this is kind of like the perfect living situation for us. And I'm really happy here in Vietnam. I'm actually learning Vietnamese, and Annie's trying to help me. It's pretty hard, but I'm actually picking up a lot of words, and I'm able to read a lot of things while I'm walking around. I can spot different words that I recognize and that I've already learned, and so I'm trying to keep that up. But it is a process, and those of you who have watched me in the past know that I love learning languages, and I feel like being in Vietnam right now and trying really hard to learn Vietnamese has sparked something in me. It sparked this passion that I used to have when I would travel to different countries and when I was desperately trying to learn the language, and I feel like I haven't felt that in a long time. So I think it's really good for me to be learning languages again, and so I'm really happy to be learning this language because obviously you guys know Annie, her background, her family is Vietnamese, and so it will help me to learn the language. I really want to learn the language to be able to connect with her family, and also just because I want to be able to connect with her with that. And it's kind of funny for her to hear me trying to pronounce stuff because Vietnamese is very tonal, and so it's just really funny when I say things. So it just gives us both a good laugh, and it just really sparks something in me that brings back that desire and passion that I used to have. And so I think that's what makes Vietnam so far very exciting for me. So not only did we find an apartment, this was about the 10th apartment that we looked at. Later I'll be giving you guys an apartment tour and showing you guys around, but we're really happy with what we found so far. And not only that, I also rode a Vespa / motorbike for the first time 2 days ago. And it was kind of exciting, scary, and all that. But I rode it on a really small street. I didn't get any video footage of it because it was all in the moment and all that. But I was looking for a motorbike / Vespa, more like a Vespa style bike, an automatic, because I actually, 5 days into arriving in Vietnam, I was offered kind of to step in for a teacher. So I taught on my 5th day living in Vietnam. And it was crazy. It was so spontaneous. The day before or 2 days before, I had met this other girl on the street. I saw her walking, and Annie and I were just wandering, trying to find housing. We were trying to look at apartments, and I saw her. She looked like a foreigner. She was black, so I was just like, hey, do you know any apartments around here? And so we just started talking, and she told me that she was teaching here, and I was like, oh, I had taught in Korea and Mexico. And she's like, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, yeah. So she was like, oh yeah, I recognize you from your channel. And so we kind of connected like that, and we exchanged information. And 2 days later, she contacted me asking if I could step in for someone. So I stepped in and taught some classes. So spontaneously, she texted me about an hour before I was supposed to teach. So yeah, they hired a taxi for me to pick us up. I was with Annie. We were looking at this apartment that day, and we got a text saying, hey, do you want to teach today? And so I was like, sure. Like, it was so spontaneous. So I went to the school and taught 3 classes, and she told me that if she liked my teaching style and if she liked what I do, then she might offer me a job and be able to work more in the future. So the reason that I was looking for a motorbike was because 2 days later she contacted me telling me that she wanted me to work for her, and I was really in the deep thought process because when I arrived here I was like, oh, it would be great if I can get a job here. I was really up in the moment, you guys know, and I just had this idea of like, oh, you know, I could get a teaching job here if I really like it, and I was really liking it here. I really do like it here. And I was just like, you know, I probably could get a teaching job here, and just like we could probably live here for a while if I really like it. And so I was in that mode, and then this all happened. I feel like I just attracted this whole situation for me to be even offered a position just like 5 days into being here. And so I told her I would think about it, and I was kind of like, you know, debating like, okay, yes. Like at first I really wanted to take this teaching job. I was like, you know, it just fell into my lap. I wasn't really looking. I was looking for an apartment and it just fell into my lap. I felt like, oh, maybe this is like meant to be. But as time went on, I'm the kind of person that you shouldn't give me too much time to think about things. I'm a very spontaneous person. Like she texted me and I was like, yeah, I'll teach. I'm kind of that kind of person. If you give me too much time to think, then I'll start to not want to do it. So the more the time went on, I was thinking like, do I really want to do this? And the answer slowly became more and more no. I just, you know, when I left Korea, I was really happy to have my freedom again and to not have to answer to people. I'm a very independent person. I don't like to answer to people, and I'm sure most people don't want to answer to people, but I'm very independent, and I was starting to feel like suffocated. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I think I want to do more freelance where I can just kind of do things as I want and take on jobs as they come and kind of like arrange my schedule a bit more. She was offering me 4 days a week. It wasn't like a lot of hours, but it was still something where I felt like I was being tied down. And so a part of me thought I was being challenged. Like, you know, I came here thinking, oh, maybe, you know, I could teach if I really like this country. And so I feel like the universe is like, okay, here's a teaching job. Is this really what you want? And so then I told her no. You know, I told her that I really appreciated her offering me a job and that I just got here and I really just want to enjoy the country. So here I am. No job. And I just really want to enjoy Vietnam and show you guys Vietnam also. And I want to be able to have the freedom, and maybe, you know, I can take on some jobs here and there as they come. But I really don't want anything set in stone because I just really enjoy my freedom and the ability to be able to say no when I want. And that's not the case when I sign a contract or when I agree to do a set schedule. So this is me telling the universe thank you, but I want something a little bit different, and I know that I will get something better as time goes. This is our apartment.
Yeah, we just moved in a few days ago.
Yeah, we like it a lot.
Yeah. This girl likes Vietnam a lot.
I like Vietnam so much.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I was so excited to come to Vietnam, and so I feel very relieved that my excitement isn't like disappointed or like, you know, sometimes you work yourself up for a country and then you get there and it's like not as you expected. But I'm glad I'm not disappointed. Yeah. You tell them how I'm learning Vietnamese, baby.
She's learning Vietnamese. You should show them the
Oh yeah, you guys, I'll show you guys. One day I woke up and then I found all of these signs, you guys. She put signs on everything. Vietnamese written on like every item. There's the TV, the couch, the chair. And I was like, oh, my baby. She's so cute.
You're cute.
I'm cute?
Yeah, because you want to learn my language. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a significant other and they speak another language, you should try and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta impress her.
You gotta impress my mom.
Yeah, I have to impress her mom. That's like the most important thing. Yeah, I want to be able to talk to her in Vietnamese and her be like, oh, wow.
Did you tell them how many compliments you have got so far in Vietnam?
No.
Okay.
You can tell them. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so amazing.
I was really shocked of how much people here in Vietnam like her. Like they keep telling me like, oh, she's so beautiful, where she's from, and oh, there was like a guy on the bus, like a driver assistant. On our second day in Vietnam, we took the bus, and so how it works in Vietnam is that once you get on the bus, there's a driver assistant, and he will, you will pay the ticket to that guy, and he will give you a ticket. So that guy was like staring at her the whole entire time, and he said to me like, oh, I fell in love with her the first time I saw her. How old is she? And I said 29, and he was like, oh, I'm only a few years older than her. Does she like Vietnamese guys? And I was like, no, she doesn't.
Yeah, my time here has been good. The only bad comment was the lady who was like, "Oh, too bad she's dark," or something like that.
Well,
but then everybody
else on the bus, you know, on the same bus, there were ladies, older ladies, right? They were like, "Oh, she's so beautiful," and then there was another lady. She was like, "Oh, she's very pretty, but too bad she's dark." You know? But then everybody, the other ladies, was like, "No, her skin color is very beautiful." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, I never. I guess I'm a bit surprised by my own people.
Yeah.
So, but so far so good. I mean, she's got so many compliments.
I've gotten a lot of compliments from people saying they like my skin color,
Right.
and just that I'm beautiful, and so yeah, I guess she's very surprised.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
I'm very, very surprised because
Yeah.
I know how Vietnamese people are, but I guess I don't.
Maybe
know
you don't know.
It's been a while since I've been here, so
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah, but my time here has been good. I'm pretty much done with my update, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on with us and me, and I'm gonna take you guys out. We're gonna go eat, and that's pretty much it. We got a late start because we actually have a cleaner here, and so she was coming at a certain time, so we had to wait for her. So we have a short day for filming, but it's already long. So we're gonna take you to a restaurant that we've been going to lately, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the update. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Life is good, everything is good, and it's a beautiful day. Walking around here in Vietnam, you have to be really careful because there's motorbikes everywhere, and it's pretty much kind of like look out for yourself because they're not looking out for you. So we've just been trying to stay alive. And we live by this really cool lake. I never know bodies of water. I'm like river, lake, stream, pond. We see, oh, pastries. Yeah. We always see like random chickens on the road and stuff. Watch, we're gonna come up to some chickens soon. I'll show you guys. Beautiful view to the right, beautiful view to the left. Got a thank you. Beautiful view. You just realized what I was talking about.
I was like looking at it.
Yeah, beautiful view all around. See the motorbikes. I really was trying to get one, but I think now that I'm not gonna teach, I don't need one like I thought I would. So, oh yeah, they're drying pomelo rinds. I don't know, not rinds. What do you call it? The peel, yeah. Pomelo peels. Where are the chickens? They're on this corner usually. But of course, the day that I decide to show you guys, there are no chickens.
What happened?
She waved.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. This is the Loving Hut. We've been going here a lot. We're having a hard time finding rice in Vietnam. Like, not a lot of restaurants that we've been going to serve it, and we're having a hard time finding supermarkets like that serve actual, not serve, but sell actual food, like groceries. So we found one thing on the list that has rice, and so now we're enjoying the rice. But it's kind of, I don't know, they have a lot of noodle dishes, but we are having a hard time with the rice, and I love my rice. I'm afraid to try this one, so I'll try it, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of fake, like too many fake meats. You know, I like my chicken nuggets and stuff in the US, but certain fake meats freak me out, so. Tastes like sausage. I'm not a fan of the texture.
No.
The taste is like is this like a fish thing?
That?
Yeah.
No, I think it's like a vegetable.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it is inside. I don't know what's inside.
Yeah, it's a vegetable. That scares me. That looks like mushroom, right? We've been ordering banh bao here. It's these steamed buns that have the filling of, it's kind of like japchae. It's like these clear glass noodles with vegetables in it. And we've been getting 10 of them to go so that we can eat them at home. And we think she already prepared ours because it's over there. And I think she already got our soy sauce. The first time we ordered it, we asked for soy sauce, and she was like, You want soy sauce? What did she say?
She said it won't taste good.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, it won't taste good.
Yeah. She told us that she has some, and they're like freshly made, I guess. And so she was like, do you guys want some? And we're like, yeah. So she already prepared it, and the soy sauce is next to it, so she knows the routine.
She knows.
This is banh bao. I say banh bao. Banh bao. It's delicious. The cost of our meal, we had 2 dishes, and then we also got 10 banh bao, and it was 160 dong, which is around $8. So we had a great meal.
This will last us 2 days.
Yeah, we eat this so fast. It's very common also to walk in the street like this, because sometimes you can't walk on the sidewalk.
Sometimes there's no sidewalk.
Yeah.
Sometimes the restaurant, like, they have like a street food vendors here.
Yeah.
And they sit on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So you have to like walk around them, or you have to walk on the street.
Yeah. It's a lot like of going in and out, so sometimes it's just easier to stay on the street. Because if you're on the sidewalk, you're just like shoom shoom shoom. Yeah. With those sound effects too. Shoom shoom shoom.
You got that from me?
Shoom shoom shoom. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this update, the life update. I'm enjoying my time here in Vietnam, and I can't wait to share a lot of exploration videos and life videos with you guys. I'm just getting ready to eat some banh bao, the usual, and I'm gonna try and edit a video for our couple channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed to our couple channel yet, you can click the link in the description box. Hopefully by the time you see this video, there will be a couple channel, a new video up for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. You guys, I don't know what to do.
5 minutes later.
I'm tired of Thai food.